winning or losing that fight. Obviously, you want to win. You're in training camp. You put your heart and soul into something.
Jump. 5. Brilliant.
Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. You got abs.
An intense and focused mood can be found in Tyson Fury's camp before his fight with Alexander Usyk. During sparring, Fury is pushing himself to new levels. He is improving his technique and seeing how long he can last by sparring with a variety of opponents who are known for being flexible. Fury uses these sessions to improve his unique style, which combines speed, strength, and mental sharpness. His training camp stresses conditioning, footwork, and strategy, ensuring he's prepared for Usyk's. Both trainers and experts have said that Fury is fast and accurate. Reports say Fury is in the best shape of his career, which makes him more focused and ready to take back control.
Hey guys, Tyson Fury here. Back in the gym, as you can see, counting down the days until I can get my redemption on Usyk. December the 21st is going to be my time. I've done everything in boxing, but I ain't come back from a loss. And I relish it, the chance to come back and redeem myself. Get up, December the 21st is all me. Undisputed, here we come. Hey! Hey! Hey!
During their face-off on DAZN Boxing, both Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk played down the importance of their first fight, stressing that the outcome of the rematch is what counts most.
Time has come to do it again. Usyk versus Fury 2 is on the way live December 21st from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Stated that he has no regrets about his previous performance, asserting that he thinks Usyk's win was influenced by the referee's leniency and sympathy due to Ukraine's wartime struggles. Usyk, on the other hand, stayed calm and said again that the past doesn't matter and that they should be focusing on their next fight. The exchange highlighted their contrasting approaches, with Fury being vocal and opinionated, while Usyk kept his typical calm and determination.
If Tyson think what Tyson win, no problem. For me, no problem. Listen, we have one more fight, 21st December.
You know, he's a boxer, I'm a boxer. You know, it was a great fight. Regardless of the decision, I've said this many, many times, he gets the W, fantastic for him and his family, well done, congratulations. Like I said, God gave him the result, fantastic. But regardless of that, even from my point of view, it was a great fight to watch for the fans. I'm sure that they were entertained, it had everything. It had me doing great things, him doing great things, it was a great fight. And that's where we get to do it again on December the 21st.
Tyson Fury, sure of his skills and has emphasized how well he knows the rules and strategies of fighting. His self-proclaimed focus on mastering the art of the sport is a testament to his dedication to being an educated heavyweight boxer.
I'm a very, very, very educated heavyweight boxer. I know it from inside out. So, if it was easy to walk Usyk down with your hands up like that there, walking forward, then that's Anthony Joshua style, that's Daniel Dubois style. They're big, strong men who walk someone down with their hands up and batter them into submission and knock them out. They couldn't do it. My style is slickness, jabbing, moving, slipping and sliding. Why would I give that up to walk forward like that with my hands around my head? It doesn't make sense, I wouldn't do it. So all I've got to do to win this rematch, little tiny adjustments, and I mean small adjustments. A little bit more focus on my job, boom,
more uppercuts.
Serious, do you know what I mean? Just a serious version of what I already did. Not go forward like this or like this, just boxing. I told him what I'm going to do. He said, oh, what's the game plan? I said, no change, mate. It was a nip and tuck fight, you got the decision, fantastic. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to box behind the lovely long jab, go double feinting, double feinting, body, uppercuts to the head, uppercuts to the body.
Fury has vowed to bring heightened focus into the rematch and is perfecting his jab and chin techniques. These are key elements he thinks will give him the upper hand in the upcoming fight.
Be focusing a bit more. Obviously, I know he can hurt me, and I'll just focus a little bit more and I should get the job done. Simples. But as for drastic changes where I'm just going to go forward and give it 3 or 4 rounds and then lay over. Nah.
Lawrence Okolie, who sparred with Fury, highlighted that Fury came close to winning in their first fight. Okoli sees possibility for Fury to capitalize on lessons learned in the rematch.
I still believe that Fury's going to win. I thought he'd win the first fight. They had a really close fight. You know, Usyk did have some great moments that obviously keep getting replayed. But outside of that, you know, he was landing good uppercuts, good body shots, was really switched on in there. But I think going forwards, he needs, in this fight, to just maybe do the stuff he did, but with a lot more conviction and staying on it. And I think he's got enough to sort of run ahead with it.
You fancy Fury decision win, yeah?
Yeah, I think Fury decision win. I think it'll be hard for him to get a stoppage. But if he comes out and, you know, it's different because Wilder and Usyk are so completely different in style, but they're not too dissimilar in weight. You know, treat it like how he treated Cunningham, treat it like how he's treated, you know, White, where you're boxing, but then you're still got one hard shot at a time. I think he might be able to break him down.
Okay. You never sparred Usyk, have you?
No, he's one no one wants to have him.
Right. I know sparring with Tyson was a while ago in LA. Was it the first Wilder fight?
First, yeah.
The first Wilder fight, yeah. So it was a while ago. But what was one thing when you were in the ring with Fury that you didn't quite expect that he was really good at?
Avoiding headshots, getting caught in the head.
One of Fury's standout skills, as noted by experts, is his aptitude for evading headshots. This defensive skill has played a pivotal role in his career success and will likely be a crucial tool in the rematch.
Just sort of grafted his body and, you know, then eventually started trying to, but if you, from round one, he moves well and he's constantly sort of, he was anyway, he boxes slightly differently now, but he's always moving and feinting and touching his feet, like just creating different stuff for you to look at, where you're always having to sort of kind of watch what he's doing as opposed to I'm going to hit his chin. So it was, yeah.
Pundits believe Fury's current mindset is the best it has ever been. Many argue that this focus and drive make him the favorite to emerge victorious in the rematch.
The rematch playing out? Oh, I think Fury will win this time on points. I think it's just, you know, maybe underestimated or whatever, but there wasn't much in it last time. He did lose a fight, excuse me, but I think, you know, he's been like laying a low profile, hasn't he? So, you know, I think he's more focused than he's ever been for anything in his life. I mean, AJ's come back and won, you know, and I think Fury will want to do that as well after his first defeat.
Fury remark, "I'm not worried about what Usyk's going to do. I'm just worried about what I'm going to do." Reveals his inward focus planning is channeling all his energy into refining his own performance.
I've always done well with them, so listen, I'm not worried about what Usyk's going to do. I'm only worried about what I'm going to do, and that's it.
Why is he better than Vladimir Klitschko?
He's just more mobile, he's got better footwork, he's got better angles, and I seen him sparring one time and Usyk boxed the head off him.
Really?
Yeah.
When was that?
When Klitschko was going to do the rematch with me, that never happened. He was sparring Usyk and he was getting his head jabbed off.
My point was going to be Bellew, Chisora, Dubois, Joshua, all Brits. You're the one who stands last.
Yeah, I'm the last one. Save the best for last, I suppose.
Is he vulnerable to the body, Alexander Usyk?
I think anybody is, aren't they? If anybody gets it with a good body shot, they'll be crippled. It's just about getting hit in the right place. Anybody will be hurt with body punches or head punches. I don't think there's no such thing as not being hurt to the head or body. If you get hit properly, you're going to be hurt.
You mentioned Vladimir Klitschko. You've obviously sparred the best, fought the best, but within Europe, how have you found like the European heavyweights when you've sparred them years ago, when you've boxed them?
I've always done well, obviously in 35 unbeaten fights and 16 years as a pro, so I've done pretty well with Americans, Europeans, Africans, whoever they might have.
Analysts are convinced that Fury's ability to hurt Usyk, demonstrated in their first fight, will be even more obvious in the rematch. Fury's power is a major factor in the upcoming clash.
With Fury, you never know. I'm edging towards Fury this time on the rematch.
Do you think that he could stop Usyk, or do you think it would be a points thing?
I think it'll be a points. I think he'll hurt him a few times in the fight. I think both men will be hurting in the fight a few times, but I think a points win for Fury. I'm edging towards it.
Trainer Adam Booth has warned against Fury's potentially reckless approach, while Fury's aggression is a weapon. Booth stresses the value of calculated moves to avoid exposing vulnerabilities.
Usyk versus Fury 2, Tyson says it's got to be heavier for the rematch. Feel that's the right way, a heavier. Fury might be able to turn what was a close defeat into a victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably just one element of it. It's not just about being heavier. It's how you go about applying that. And Tyson's a very clever fella. He's got a clever team around him. So whatever they do is going to be a method to that madness. And I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Fans and analysts have observed that Fury managed to hurt Usyk during their original encounter. Many think he will refine these moments of dominance and build upon them in the rematch.
I don't know. The first fight, I thought the early rounds, it was all Fury. Fury was looking great. But Usyk has that like unbelievable engine, so he come on strong at the end. So I thought the fight, without the knockdown they gave it to Usyk, but it was kind of like a 50-50. I thought it was a kind of like a draw. So it's another interesting fight. You don't know what way it's going to go, because Usyk showed that he can be hurt by Fury. Fury showed that he has the know-how to beat him, but Usyk did hurt Fury, and so I don't know. It's a toss-up.
Acknowledging his own flaws in the first fight, Fury promises to be more focused and reduce his playful antics during the rematch. This shift could mark a key turning point in his approach.
I don't think I can be any better than what I did, because I think it was probably one of the best performances that I've ever done in my life. Although it didn't get the result, I thought it was a very fantastic performance against one of my best opponents. So can I be any better? Can I do any better? I can be more focused and less clowning, and I think that's enough. You know, maybe if he chucked that punch, hit me with 100 times and maybe not done any damage, but you know, the one time it didn't. That's it. That's all she wrote, really.
There's a lot of journalists were saying that Usyk is now up there with all the legends of the sport. The Muhammad Ali's, the Fraziers, the Foремans, the Joe Louis as being one of the greatest, and certainly the greatest of his generation. And I'm pleased they've said that.
Renowned commentator Paul Smith has stated his belief that the rematch favors Fury. He points to Fury's excellent physical and technical preparation as indicators of an upcoming trial.
I think again, this is another one of them fights where timing will come into it, and I think after Ngannou, after the last Fury Usyk fight, I think maybe we've seen Tyson's best days, and I'd love him to do it. I really like Usyk. How could you not? I love Usyk, and Fury's been an unbelievable advert for British boxing, for young kids in this country to see that the heavyweight champion of the world from Britain and from Morecambe, and is a traveller lad, and is a scally, and is a down-to-earth lad just like them. And if he can do it, why can't I do it? He's an unbelievable advert for British boxing. He's earned very well. He's achieved everything in the game, and not just in the ring and his ability. I mean, how he is as a person, how he is outside the ring. And I'm not a Usyk fanboy, but you know, I can't see Fury finding an answer for what I saw in the first fight, and he's going to have worked really hard in the gym, tactically, technically, not just physically. And I'm not sure if that stuff is happening in the gym anymore at this stage. And I don't blame any of them. I don't know how any of them are getting out of bed and getting in the ring and fighting against the likes of Usyk, Dubois. I'm talking about Joshua as well here. When they've got that much money in the bank and they've done that well already up to the game, and you've still got that hunger.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins sees this fight as a battle of styles, while he respects Usyk's boxing IQ. Hopkins also thinks Fury's size and power might prove too overwhelming for Usyk.
You see that fight going any differently?
No. I think the smaller guy is really the big guy in heart and big guy in talent. I just think that, and I'm been with Tyson Fury when he fought, most of the people he fought for is picking him to win. But I believe Usyk has his number, and I believe that he's not a big heavyweight, which I think helps him in this particular fight. And I just think he has the IQ that Tyson Fury won't be able to keep up and withstand as time or rounds go on. I just like Usyk possibly by stoppage late, and not by a punch. I think it'd just be a mercy call by the referee.
Boxer Joe Cardina has expressed amazement at Fury's physical transformation, noting that Fury now boasts visible ABS, a sign of his rigorous training and better fitness.
I don't think he's going to be like a tippy-tappy like everyone thinks it is. Because they're both great boxers and technicians. They're both unbelievable, and Tyson's here with us, and he's looking in unbelievable shape. I've never seen him with abs. He got abs. So yeah, he's looking in unreal shape. But as they say, a good big guy will always be a good little guy, and in this situation, I think that's what's going to happen. Fury's looking sharp, although Usyk he's like a bigger version of Lomachenko.
Fury has downplayed the controversy surrounding the first fight, saying it boiled down to biased views. He vows to remove any doubts by acting decisively in the rematch.
Just someone's opinion on the night. So yeah, it's complicated really. I think I won. He thinks he won. I've seen him do an interview where he said, "Oh, I thought I won it by a point." You know, one of the judges had me up by a point, one had him up by a point. It's just opinion. It's an opinionated thing if it goes the distance, and that's what you got to deal with. If something goes the distance, you're relying on 3 people's opinions, and they might not all say it the same. So yeah, as if to say, "Oh, this man's beat me, battered me, made me quit or whatever." No, that ain't the case. He's got a victory over me like that one on my record. It's just because of someone's opinion. Obviously, you want to win. You're in training camp. You put your heart and soul into something, and you dedicated for, I don't know, 20 years or something to get to this point. Me, but it hasn't affected my life. You know what I mean? I don't go anywhere anyway. I just stick around Morecambe Bay, and that's it. I think we're pretty familiar in what I do in a daily life. Hundreds of millions of people have seen it on Netflix.
Clean up the dog shit, put the bins out, etc.
That's exactly. But I can do that, whatever the results is in the next 50 fights. It's not really, unless I get cabbaged or something.
Fury's fatigue in the later rounds of the first fight is seen by some as the reason for his loss. This time, he wants to overcome this weakness and finish strong.
A lot of people are missing the key point to Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Fury might win a rematch. He was controlling the mid-rounds quite comfortably. But in my opinion, man, Usyk beating Fury was coming from minute 1, especially that 9th round. The same thing happened with Tony Bellew, where a lot of people were saying Tony Bellew was doing well in the mid-rounds, in the early rounds, moving his head, frustrating Usyk, taunting him. But as the rounds went on and the bodywork continued from Usyk, Bellew got more and more drained from Usyk's pressure. And the same thing happened to Tyson Fury against Usyk. Even though he started to pick up the volume to really frustrate Usyk and he taunted Usyk, he expended so much energy in those early to mid rounds. He had nothing left from round 9 onwards. And it's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't against Usyk, because if you just fight in a slow-paced chess match, he's going to outbox you. And if you pick the volume up and try and keep distance, he's still going to slow you down with the body shots. He's going to find a way in. And Tyson Fury's clearly got a style that doesn't deal well with body shots. I mean, Fury's in for a real tough rematch. It's going to be a real good fight again. I hope it does happen, but man, Usyk's just too good.
With legacy-defining stakes in play, both fighters are set to earn large payouts. Usyk stands to double his earnings if he wins another victory over Fury, adding even more intrigue to the bout.
$114 million for Alexander Usyk, the undisputed or now unified heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury is going to bring home a little bit under $80 million. Who says legacy doesn't pay? When guys say, you know, I only care about money, who says you can't care about both? Alexander Usyk has worked his way to these big-time paydays based off talent, hard work, and ability. He didn't cry, he didn't complain, he believed in his talent, he believed in his skill set, he went out there, he did what he did best, and now he's going to reap the benefits tremendously. He took the smaller percentage despite being the more accomplished fighter in the first fight. The second fight, he's going to damn near make double what Fury's making. No complaining, no moaning, no bitching, no negotiation, no disputes, pure boxing, and guys are being rewarded handsomely for their great talents. This is what it's all about. But now I'm kind of sitting here thinking maybe Canelo's $150 to $200 million request isn't as unreasonable as we thought it was. Of course, Benavidez is a lot smaller draw than Usyk and Fury, so Canelo's going to make a lot more than $114 million. Maybe Canelo does deserve $150 million for a Benavidez fight. You guys let me know who you got in a rematch. I'm going to go Fury, and you guys let me know. Do you think Canelo's request, his demands for these big paydays, do you think they're still unreasonable after seeing the purses of the rematch?
The rematch Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight champion, enters as a fan favorite. However, Fury's relentless commitment to preparation signals that he is intent on upsetting expectations.
Yes, sir. The rematch is happening, man. It's been confirmed. The rematch is happening. Alexander Usyk, the Undisputed. I know he don't have the IBF, but for me, he's still undisputed. I see him as my undisputed heavyweight champion versus the former two-time heavyweight champion, Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Man, this is going to be a great fight, man. I'm excited for it.
Fury has allegedly gained weight in preparation for the rematch, optimizing his physique to maximize punching power. This change is part of his strategic overhaul for the fight.
A rumour circulating that Tyson Fury will come into the Alexander Usyk rematch not even a month away. I can't believe time's flown by. His career heaviest. Now, I do believe his career heaviest was somewhere near 280, 270 something pounds against Deontay Wilder in that third fight. Look, man, I don't think he needs to come in super heavy. Like, some people are really over-egging the pudding with this fight, in my opinion. Like, this was one of my best ever predictions, by the way. The first time round, I predicted it not spot on, not down to a T, but it was very, very good. I don't think Fury needs to come in how he fought Wilder the second time and try and march Usyk down, you know, try and grab him, try and wear him down. Whenever he tried to grab Usyk in that first fight, you know, he knows how to control you, he knows how to stop you from putting your body weight onto him. Although I think Tyson Fury should utilise the clinch and still try it at times, the whole jab and grab, use your weight, lean on him and bully him style, I don't think it's going to work for someone as complex as Usyk. Usyk's too complex, guys. This is what I said the first time round. This fight for me comes down to two things. Fury not being able to use his weight against Usyk like he couldn't the first time. That's why he gassed out in the later rounds, because of Usyk's body work. You know, Fury was trying to lean away and be quick. You know, he's not going to be able to lean away and be quick if he's super, super heavy. And he'll gas out even quicker that way. And Usyk was easily able to find the body shots. Fury had leaned back. Usyk could fire the straight left to the body. Just a simple gameplay.
Despite Fury's improvements, some critics remain unconvinced that he can beat his previous performance. These doubters fuel the narrative of the rematch as a clash of belief versus preparation. Each of these elements represents the buzz, predictions, and strategies surrounding the rematch, giving a comprehensive view of the highly anticipated fight.
If this Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk rematch prediction doesn't come true, then we won't drink bleach this time as a forfeit. I'll wear a Blackburn Rovers shirt. You know, and that is a big thing for me. Because I'm convinced Usyk beats Fury in a rematch too. Now, a lot of people are pointing out the only reason Usyk got the better of Tyson Fury in the later rounds is because Fury was tired. Now, this is kind of easy to pick apart when you point out the bodywork Usyk was investing in the early rounds. And the only reason Fury had success in the middle rounds was because he was picking up the volume, coming in on unorthodox angles, but he was still getting backed up and pressured. He wasn't clinching as much. I mentioned the Steve Cunningham fight in the last video too, lads, and a lot of you were like, oh, that was years ago, but I said Fury still makes the same mistakes today as he did back then, and against a smaller, slicker, quicker guy, he's going to get punished and countered. Usyk found it easy to get away from Fury's jab majority of the fight, and I don't see what Fury can do differently in the rematch except making it a bit dirtier. But that all depends on what the referee will let Fury get away with. In my opinion, again, Usyk's just got more layers to his game, man. And I think Usyk, unless he's declined because of his age at 37, again, assuming that this is at their best, Usyk beats Fury in a rematch, in my opinion.
That's it for today's movie. Stay tuned until next time.